Welcome back, guys. This is March, and I believe that we are in episode 7 of Porcupine Mountains in Michigan. I'm just go ahead and putting down some lime, and uh, yeah, once we get the lime placed down, I've got a few things to do. You can see I don't have a lot of money, but we're gonna fix that real quick here as soon as we get done because our sawmill has been busy all winter. And by busy, I mean it's been busy. So we're going to get some money around, and then we can buy some of the things we need, including animal transport and a form of not just animal transport, but maybe even another tractor or a planter. I was looking at a few different crop types that I wanted to plant, and let's go over those really, really quick. So things that I could plant this month would be, excuse me. Well, we have a couple of different things we could plant this month. I don't want to get into peas or spinach or green beans, mostly because they aren't going to be easily harvestable. And I don't want to push a hand pushable harvester. I could for peas, I guess, but I really just didn't want to. So going back, looking at what we have for options, we could do corn, peas, soybeans, if we wanted to have some cash crop. We could also do oats, excuse me, potatoes, but I don't have the proper equipment to do potatoes. And that's kind of where I am. I could do some summer barley or summer wheat, and that is definitely a possibility if I want to have additional food for chickens or whatever, which I plan to. And if I'm being honest, I really don't want to have to go and buy a planter right now because they're not cheap. I mean, I could probably swing it when I sell my wood beams, but again, that's going to be something to really have to settle down and think about. Excuse me. So sorry. But yeah, I could wait till next month and plant soybeans. I'm just not going to get enough of a yield, I don't think. So what I'm kind of figuring is, maybe we actually look into peas, and I could buy the hand pushable, I suppose. And aside from that, maybe oats, maybe wheat. Either of those would be fine. Summer wheat, summer barley. That's kind of what we're planning on for this month. So I believe the field is done. Let's go ahead, pull over here. I'm going to go ahead and load this in and just kind of, unfortunately, this spreader, you have to hand load it. I find it very, very frustrating, but it is what it is, So if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. And we have our grass field next to us there. And I just want to put this in there. So I think that'll leave us with like 3,500 liters of stuff. Alright. And I'm just going to, 3388. That's what we'll have. As you guys can see, I have a ton of wood chips there. I haven't figured out what to do with them. I was thinking about the pellet and wood chip heat processing plant. So that is a definite possibility. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, I guess, hire a worker to drive this up to the store. Actually, I guess I can drive. It's not going to make any lick of difference. I do have to buy cows. I would like to also mention that the grazing pasture that I had installed for sheep that I deleted, I had to do the same thing with cows because I just couldn't. If you saw at the end of the last episode, I was trying to purchase my cows and I could not find the trigger to purchase any cows. So I just went ahead and deleted that, got rid of everything, and now I have a different cow barn. I'll show you that. That one actually only holds 40 cows, so it's a little bit more realistic than one that holds like 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever it was. Because realism is very important. And I'm going to show you guys the animal enclosure that I'm going to probably buy. There's nothing in the used sales, which is fine. This one here hooks up to 3-point. This one here will hold 100 animals. I don't know if it will. It will not do cattle. That's unfortunate. I have to think it over. I could purchase it. But either way, what we're going to do is we're going to head back into town. And I'm going to go ahead and purchase, I guess I'm just going to wind up selling some wood beams, which I've got plenty. And we will get them purchased and go from there. But I do want to get a field planted, and at least one, if not two. I think two would be actually a better plan. But yeah, I've already got my truck in place over here. So I'm gonna come over here and we'll sell off our wood beams. I have a lot. Sawmill has been busy. I haven't sold any wood beams thus far. As you see, I've got 21,000 liters, and it is time to start selling them. And I wasn't sure how much money I would make off this. I did not know for sure, but it looks like I made about 68,000, 69,000, which is a lot of money, you guys. A lot more than I anticipated. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out this will hold 15 cows. So I think we buy this one. And it's 25 grand. So it's not like I'm getting something super, super cheap. All right. And we're gonna head this guy back up to the store, and I do want to get a pallet of seeds. I don't know if there's I'm not gonna worry about the planter. Not right now, at least. I do want to get him filled up on gas. And just want to get a pallet, maybe 2 pallets of seeds. I don't need a ton. Actually, I probably don't even need that much. I probably just need like 500 liters, and that'll probably get me through this this planting season. I would like to get some chickens, you guys. Alrighty. Now, I can simply just get this guy, take him back to town, or not town, take him back to the farm. But I'm going to go and just have a worker do that. I think that'll be easiest. And then I'll go pick up the trailer, and then I'll pick up some cows. Alright, so now let's go ahead and pick up our trailer. And I still have 44,000. I'm not gonna buy, you know, 1,000,000 cows, you guys, because I can only hold 15 in my trailer. So it's not gonna be some big crazy number of cows. I do want to possibly place my wood chips inside the heat processing plant. I think that'd be a good spot for them. I don't know how much that heat processing plant costs, but I think it would be a good spot to get started with. Alrighty. How much does that heat processing plant cost? 42,000. Okay. So I only have 44,000. I may not have enough money to place it right at the moment, but we shall see. The main objective is to just get back with some cows, get them put into the enclosure, and continue on my merry little way and start planting a field. I think I'll start off with, I guess, the peas. And like I said, I'm just gonna do peas because I can place the hand pushable harvester. I can get that purchased and use that on, especially on the smaller field. It'll take some time, but it is what it is, right? So, and where is the animal dealer? Clear up there. Okay. Alright, so the animal dealer is down here. I could have taken the road, but whatever. Let's see if I can't locate. Alright. So, you're going to get 5. Okay, we're going to buy 5 of the Angus at 6 months. And then I think we're going to buy 10 at 0 months. Alright. Let's go ahead and get these guys moved back up to the farm. And we're going to take the road less traveled, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line type of thing. Alright, and there we are. So it's going to take me a good hot minute to get back to the farm, and then we'll unload the cows into the pasture. I'll show you guys the new pasture. Alrighty. Not sure why it's being so stubborn. Oh, look at them. You can see them all through the window. Aren't they cute? Alright, let's keep going. Now, I don't have anything to harvest as far as grass is concerned right now. Not until at least April. And I'll probably harvest it in April just so that I can get back on a normal harvest rotation 3 times a year at full growth. I like to harvest April, July, October, and then I get my 3 cuttings, and they're all about equal. Are there other things we need to buy? Yes, there are. Definitely, there's definitely stuff I have to buy. I do not have a harvester as of yet. I do not have chickens or sheep. I'm not going to buy chickens until after harvest of my barley, just because I want to be able to have feed for my chickens, and I don't even know which chicken enclosure I can get. I'm sure whichever one I do get, it'll be fabulous. And you guys, I am trying to make improvements on my camera work, and I'm trying very hard not to play with the mouse. I'm still not comfortable enough yet with the controller to ensure that I am doing things properly. But I am really making a conscious effort to not play with the mouse or the camera angle keys on the keypad of my laptop, and that is hopefully for your guys' benefit. I do hope you guys notice that I'm doing a lot less moving around to the camera, and I hope you guys appreciate it and it's not as nauseating. Alright, so we are getting back to the farm here, and as you can see, the truck is already there. I have the cows in the trailer. I am not going to fill the cow barn just because I don't know if I'll have enough grass to keep them adequately happy and fed. So, bearing that in mind, let's go ahead and see if we can't figure out how to get back here to place these guys. Alright, we're just gonna have to swing around here. This actually is not my property. Alright, actually that was I'm quite happy with how that worked out. Let's go ahead and get over here. Alright, so they've got some food. They're doing just fine. As you guys can see, I have this enclosure. It holds 40 cows. I don't plan to fill it, but I wanted some larger ones. I wanted some smaller ones. And let's just make sure we get this trailer out of our way. I'm going to actually leave this one up near the house. Alright. Now let's go ahead. Let's get our seed drill. And let's get to planting our peas and see if there's time that we can do some summer barley. What is the okay? So yeah, summer barley is our secondary. Let's go ahead and get the peas done and see what we can do for time. So it's not that if anybody's wondering why I don't take a loan or anything like that, I'm not opposed to loans, but I kind of thought with how rural and isolated this area is, that also factor in that winter in the Upper Peninsula is quite harsh, um, because it's proximity to all the Great Lakes. Superior, Michigan, and Huron basically gets lakefront snow from every angle, so it can be quite brutal during the winter months. But yeah, I didn't want to give myself the opportunity to get financing in such a rural setting where it would be a total unknown as to if someone would be actually able to pay said financing back. So it was kind of a risk management decision from a banking standpoint, because it's technically a shorter growing season, and yields on a shorter growing season don't always match what they would on a normal growing season. So yeah, decided against the loan idea. And I don't want to sit there and do lumber nonstop, you guys. I have a wood distributor, which is fine. It's great, whatever. I'm not opposed to having a wood distributor, but I don't want to sell from the wood distributor. I do want to kind of maintain that integrity, that we're not just selling our wood straight up. I have to take planks or whatever to the store and sell them. To me, that's just much more realistic. I really want to get another tractor that would actually pull this properly. I have a couple of tractors in mind that I'd like to get. Just don't know how realistic they are at this point, because as much as I want a tractor, I think it's a bigger priority for me to get a harvester. And I have a couple of harvesters in mind as well. The primary one would be the New Holland. It's like 5,600 liter capacity, all that goodness. I do not have enough money for it. I could do the Ep07, but I've used that one so much because it's so affordable. I just feel like it's just kind of the realisticness of just constantly using that one is a little on the, especially because I'm not the only one. There's a lot of creators out there that do like to use that one because it is super affordable. But I just don't feel like it's realistic to always use the same equipment every single time. And like I said, we want to get this planted and get started on the summer wheat or summer barley. I'm kind of leaning towards barley. That way I only have one crop type in my silo. I'm quite impressed actually that this only took about 4 or 5 minutes to do. It's just a hair longer than I was hoping, just to drive it back the animal transport. It was a little bit longer than I wanted, but it is what it is, right? Alright, let's see if we can't get this barley planted. And you guys don't have to watch this. I'll probably fast forward through, or not fast forward, I'll probably finish planting this one off camera. But I wanted to get all of my fields planted today so that we can fast forward through till harvest and things like that. And then maybe we can get some chickens. I would like to get a new baler as well as a tractor, harvester. All those things are very important, especially to the growth of the farm, and I really just want to get them all figured out, underway, and yeah. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to wrap this up here. I'll finish this off camera, and we will see you guys next time, probably in, I'm going to say, August, when it's time to start harvesting. I need to get a pea harvester, and I need to get a regular harvester for my barley. So those are going to be things I'm going to be concentrating on getting money around for, and I'll definitely be watching for those items in the used market. I don't know if they'll show up, but I'm definitely hoping that they do. So with that in mind, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and be safe out there. Don't eat the yellow snow, it's not lemon flavored, and we will see you guys next time. It's Graybeard Gaming, wishing you the very best of days. Thanks.